Hey, you came back. Glad you did. Because the Raptors coming off their third straight win last night, which I bet made assistant coach Jamaal Magloire happy. Magloire, who is a retired Canadian NBA player himself, and besides working with the Raps, set his sights off the court with the Ontario Sports Network and his own foundation. Joins us this morning to talk about supporting kids and, goodness, Jamaal, how tough it must be for them with the latest lockdown. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Pleasure to be on your show.
Yeah,
you're
listen.
right.
Yeah,
You said it all right there. It's been tough times for us all the last 2 years, but I think it's definitely been challenging for especially the kids. Having to change from being in school to remote learning, from being a part of different sports and different teams to not playing at all. So it's definitely challenging, and it's one group that we can't ignore. So that's why I'm involved with Ontario Sport Network and this wonderful campaign called This Is Your Sport. And we're just trying to get them engaged so we don't, lose our future.
Well, even first off, what is Ontario Sport Network, and how has their mandate had to change over the past couple of years helping kids out?
Well, Ontario Sport Network is definitely our governing body for the province in all sports, not just basketball. There's many obstacles that these kids are going through that, we don't talk about because there's so many other things going on right now with COVID-19 and accessibility. Because of COVID-19, they're not able to get to schools, they're not able to get to gyms, they're not able to, play their sports. I think even for me, back when I was a kid in Toronto, travel hindrances, being able to physically get to places has been challenging for these kids, and lack of programming. Just the fact that, sometimes you need money, you need finances to play some of these sports, and we just got to make it accessible, especially now through COVID-19 and then being in the house for the last who knows how many months. We just got to do a better job of being aware of these things and trying to change them before, it's too late.
Kids looking up to you, like we're the same age. So I watched you grow up, went to Eastern Commerce and then play in the NBA. But what's it like for kids, for a kid like Delano Benton on the Raptors, who's a Rexdale kid playing for his hometown team? For a kid, there's Delano there. For a kid like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander from Hamilton, doing so well in the NBA. What does that mean for kids to see that they can achieve that type of stuff?
Well, I think it's very promising, the fact that we have, so many guys, at least in the NBA, playing from Canada. It gives us hope. It gives us inspiration. Back when I was playing in the NBA, there were two other guys, in Todd McCullough and Steve Nash. So there were 3 Canadians in the NBA, and I think we have, closer to 20 now. So the sport, at least of basketball, has evolved so much, and hockey and volleyball and some of the other sports are not far behind. So we just got to make sure that we stay on top of this and we don't lose sight of the fact that because we've been inside and because we're taking tests every day and because there's so many other obstacles and distractions that are going on with this pandemic, that we don't forget the kids, because they're counting on us in so many ways, and we just got to continue to represent and do what we can for them, because right now we're their voice.
Well, we appreciate what you're doing with the Raptors, Jamaal, but also off the court too with the Ontario Sport Network and your own foundation, Jamaal Magloire Foundation. Jamaal Magloire from the Toronto Raptors. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for the opportunity. OSN.